Pedagogic analysis, need, significance, and principles. The term pedagogue is derived from two Greek words, pais pedos, meaning boy, and agogos, meaning guide, which together connotes a teacher. Pedagogic analysis is a logical and systematic breakup of the curriculum from the point of view of a pedagogue, that is, teacher, for the purpose of its effective transaction. This would not only help the teacher to identify each component of the learning material and its type, say concept, principle, etc., but also to further analyze it in terms of the prerequisites essentially needed for its effective transactions, examples to illustrate it, attributions, characteristics to be highlighted, probable difficulties that might occur at the time of transaction, etc. In addition to these exercises, it involves a process of determining objectives and selecting suitable learning experiences. It also aims at pooling all the resources for the effective consideration, the unique needs and individuality of the learner. Feasible remedial steps that could be taken to solve the probable difficulties should also be envisaged in advance by the pedagogic analysis. The objectives of pedagogic analysis are to analyze the curricular content into meaningful components, to anticipate comprehensive instructional objectives appropriate to each component of the content and the developmental levels of the learners, to identify the prerequisites essentially needed for assimilating the curricular materials and experiences, to enumerate comprehensively the inputs that might be required for effective curriculum transaction and to adopt strategies for pooling the inputs, to design stage appropriate, content appropriate, and objective based learning experiences by which the inputs could be processed and objectives realized, to anticipate probable difficulties and derive strategies for remediation and compensation wherever needed, to anticipate strategies for continuous and comprehensive evaluation leading to mastery learning. The scope of pedagogic analysis is that it forms an integral part of curriculum. It helps a teacher to set educational goals. It provides a teacher deeper insight into the curricular material and for releasing maximum input. It helps a teacher in pooling the resources. It helps a teacher anticipate difficulties and to be prepared for handling such situations. It enables the teacher to serve for effective tools and techniques for continuous evaluation and for monitoring the instructional process. So, how this pedagogic analysis is done? First of all, a comprehensive and scientific content analysis will be done in terms of facts, concepts, principles, rules, etc. Then the selection of objectives, instructional objectives as well as specific objectives is to be realized. Then listing the prerequisites needed in the cognitive structure of the learners, and it should be comprehensively listed. Fourth one, developing a pre-diagnostic test in order to locate the gaps in their prerequisites. And a prerequisite test should be developed by the teacher. Then fifth one is preparing the list of inputs. Input means instructional aids and materials. Sixth one is guidelines for processing the inputs. For providing content appropriate, objective based, learner centered, environment based, process oriented and comprehensive learning experiences. And seventh one, suggestions for gathering immediate feedback and remediation for the diagnosis, reinforcement, and techniques and strategies for continuous formative evaluation should also be conducted. Eighth one is planning of assignments and activities. Ninth one, developing a post diagnostic test. It's a detailed summative evaluation tool. So the advantages of pedagogic analysis is that The teacher can take steps to motivate students, and the scientific analysis will help the teacher to adopt learner-centered instruction. The content analysis, which is a part of pedagogic analysis, would make the instructional program more systematic and content appropriate. Effective aids and strategies will emerge as a result of pedagogic analysis, and the teacher can design a plan of action for providing immediate feedback, diagnosis, and remediation, and it would motivate and enable the teacher in implementing proper evaluation process or procedures.